Hoka hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita Livestream of November the 10th, 2023. Why is Rosa Salazar perfect to play Alita? Where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, the Muskogee Creek from Denver, Colorado. And with us today, we have Alejandro. He's from Bogota, Colombia. How's it going there, Alejandro?
Oh, very well. Thank you, Greg. Great. I'm very happy to participate in this very exciting thing of this live stream.
Yes, thank you. We're glad to have you on. We haven't seen you for a while, so it's really great having you on.
Oh, thank you so much. The problem, as I have mentioned to you, is it's a crossroads because I am attending people in remote form, so I have to cancel some dates because I think this theme is absolutely important.
Yes, I agree with you. Oh, by the way, before I do not stand by and bloody. I have yeah. Anyway, I want to apologize for my internet. It has been acting squirrely all day, so and I've tried resetting my router and all that, and it's still doing it. So anyway, just bear with us because we got a really good topic today. And from Arvada, Colorado, we have Do Not Stand By. Hello, Do Not Stand By.
Hello, Creek. How are you?
I'm doing really well, real well. And Vladi from the Shires in the UK. How's it going?
Hey, Creaky. 2 times in one day. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah, that's right. We had a little bit of
an appearance in your dreams next.
Yeah, if you could mute when you're not talking there, Bloody, because I'm hearing an echo.
Is it really bad? Why is it? It's not normally a problem. I'm on the same thing I'm always on.
Well,
it's normally fine.
I can hear you. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay, well, it's normally all right, isn't it? Maybe I'll try resetting or something.
Yeah.
Should I leave and come back in? I don't know why it's different now. I've used this literally hundreds of times for all these streams.
Yeah. I guess you could you could do this, Bloody. You can mute when you're not talking, and then when you want to talk, you can unmute.
That's such a pain. It was working fine.
Yeah.
Let me just leave and try and come back in.
Yeah, there was a message that I guess StreamYard put out that they were having some echo problems, mainly with, I guess, Android. Anybody who's coming on the Android. So anyway, it looks like he's gone. So, and I guess we also have from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, our co-host, Angelus. How's it going, Angelus?
Fantastic. Now, Vladi better not be hiding out in live chat.
Well, he's not. He tried to come on, and we're getting he got a really bad echo when he logged on. So I think he's going to try something a little different. So
all right.
So he's going to log back in here in just a little bit. So yeah, Finn says it's a little bit of a Hall effect. I guess a really bad echo. And as I was telling folks, StreamYard did put out a message that they are having problems with Android phones. Doing this echo, and I guess it's inherent in the way the phone's put together or something. So I don't know, but anyway, welcome aboard, everybody. And we have a really, really cool topic to talk about today. Now, I picked this topic because it's going to be consistent, with what we're going to talk about on Radio Chaos tomorrow. Now, this is not going to be the same thing. We're talking here. We're going to be talking about Rosa's acting talent and stuff like that in more specifics, as opposed to there's Vladi. He's back. There you go, Vladi.
Is it still really loud?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm getting an echo, or not so much an echo as much as ranting.
Yes.
This time perfectly. I was just writing an epic rant in a DM group, and then it was literally 11 o'clock.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess, Vladi, I hate to do that to you, but if I guess you're going to have to mute when you're not talking. But that you can interrupt us now and talk. That's no problem. And that's we are pretty wide open on this stream. So anyway,
hopefully I'll be able to fix it next time.
Yeah,
It's the same tab. It's just the same tablet I've used every single stream before. So
Well, he's not echoing for me. I'm just joking because I wanted to put in the
the rant.
rant.
Am I not echoing right now then, Angelus?
Yes, you
Not
are
for me
echoing
anyway.
really bad.
Why am I echoing for Creek and not for you, Angelus?
I have
no idea.
Is any who else am I echoing for?
Oh, now it's echoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll mute. I'll keep muting anyway.
Yeah, sorry, Vladi. So anyway, getting back to the main topic here, which we're going to be talking about a little later. You know, our queen, Rosa, she's, well, you guys hear me say this every week. Rosa's #1 in the Creeks book. That's for damn sure. She is a superb actress. You know, I mean, just, you know, just really wonderful. You know, and of course, I always, yes, I always say it don't hurt.
Creaky, there's a bit of feedback on your line every so often.
Well, I don't know.
Is there something wrong with your setup?
I don't think so. No, I think now that's better, I guess. You know, sorry, Vladi.
Yeah. Wait, I need to, let me put it on my screen so I can hear it. All right. I'm going to mute me for a second.
Yeah, the reason why I don't think it's on my end, because we had that Zoom call and it didn't happen on either of our ends. So I think it's something with StreamYard, Vladi, is what I think it is. And the message they sent out said that they're working to fix it. So I don't think it's anything you're doing necessarily, you know.
Oh, wait, there was a message about this exact problem.
Yes, there was. So anyway. So as I was saying, it sure don't hurt that our queen is really pretty. I mean, she is. You know,
she's so beautiful.
Yes, she is.
And did you see the yearbook pictures I made, the AI ones?
Yes.
She looks beautiful in them too.
Yes. Yeah, and I think yeah, I'm having a hard time talking Vladi with that echo.
Oh my God! Let me maybe I'll switch to my phone. Maybe that'll be better.
Okay, we'll try that. Yeah. So yeah, Vladi's he put out some AI pictures of Rosa, I guess for her graduation pictures, I guess they were. And man, they were stunning.
Yeah, it's a meme. It's a meme going around. Everyone's been posting them, and the app that I use, I didn't notice that it got them.
I don't care because I put down there I love all of them. I had 10 pictures and I loved them all.
They are really good. And all you have to do is post one picture and then it can come up with all this really cool arts.
Yes, that's right.
Beautiful stuff. And it's because you keep the picture, because you keep the face. That's the main thing. I hate it when the AI does the face on. It completely ruins it.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get to our girl here pretty soon, you know. So, but before we do, and certainly, if Lee was here, he'd laugh at me because I forgot to click this when I was in, you know, welcoming everybody. So, you know, so welcome all. Before we get to the main topic, though, I want to remind everyone to sign the sequel petition. There is the link there just below the image you see on your screen there. And by the way, that link is also in the description. Hello, Robert. How's it going?
I am doing great. How about you guys?
Oh, real good. Or I should have said Robert como está, shouldn't I?
Hey, Robert. Robert, can I ask you, is there an echo from my line with you?
Only when somebody else talks and you have your mic open, that's when we hear the echo.
Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely. I wasn't sure because Angela said he wasn't getting it, so it might just be on the host's end, and you said it might be a StreamYard thing.
Yeah, I think it is a StreamYard thing. So because they did send out a message on it. So
now I do notice every time you speak, Creaky, I hear the echo, but no one else is.
Yeah, I think that's I think it's a StreamYard problem. I don't think it's a Vladi problem. Vladi has problems, but it's not with the echo.
What do you mean? If you've been looking at my Twitter timeline, I do not have any problem.
So anyway, you guys, hard to keep you all on the topic, isn't it? So anyway, but sign the petition. Like I say, the link is down in the description there. And of course, also want to remind everybody about the Hero Arm campaign. There's a link there for that one. And I want to thank Vladi for putting $10 more into there. So, or however many that is.
Yeah, I'm going to try and put some in monthly. I keep forgetting. I was trying to set up like a monthly one, but you can't do that on GoFundMe.
Yeah, you have to just do it manually. So anyway, before we get to the next thing, I want to ask Robert, how's things going at Sci-Fi Remnant there, Robert? What's going on there? What kind of projects you guys working on?
No, we're just cranking up, just watching a lot of sci-fi, and we do have a new segment. We did a minor change to the segments on our show. So now we have a segment that is called the Alita Army News.
Oh, I love it!
Oh, that's sick.
So
Yeah, it is.
Episode going forward, we have that segment.
Now, Matt, you didn't let Maxie browbeat you and Geo into that, did you?
That puts pressure on us to actually do stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Well, the whole idea is to, like, if you have any news about Alita, anything related to Alita, that's what we're going to plug it in.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, we appreciate that you guys doing that, Robert. You and Geo do a great job on that Sci-Fi Remnant too. But and we got to throw Maxie in there too because he's on there too. So,
yeah, he keeps us in check, you know.
Yes. Okay, Vladi, you're in there twice. It looks like
2 Vladis. You can't get rid of me. Is this better?
Yes, this is much better.
Okay, I'm on my phone now.
Yeah, much.
I liked
better.
using my tablet because it felt more like a sci-fi communication device. Although this does too. I'm holding it like a Star Trek thing. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, it is like Star Trek. So for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
crazy the times we're living in. These phones.
But anyway, if you find clicking on that link for the, to donate to the Hero Arm campaign, we also have a tip jar down there, and that's a little bit less intimidating, I think. It's just like clicking on 2 check boxes, and they have a small amount. So no amount, by the way, is too small. And if you can't donate anything, don't be hard on yourself. Anytime you see a tweet that says, contribute to the Hero Arm campaign, just retweet it, and you've done your part. So
the only thing that's allowed to be small is Alita's height and KranberriJam's height.
That's right. That's exactly
right.
Just
every couple of months, just to think, I forgot about that, and then just chuck in a few dollars.
Yes. Yeah, that's what the Creek is going to start doing too. I'm going to start chucking in $100 or so here and there. So
get it moving.
Or maybe it should be $99. Excuse me.
Yes,
$99 at a time. It's always got to be that way.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, guys. So just one more thing before we get into the topic, and we kind of had a little meeting before the stream here, is that we're going to do another mass tweet, but we're going to pull this off a little bit better, I think. We're going to get the Alita Army admins more involved in this, so I'm now we don't have a date yet, so we just want you to stay tuned, but
it'll be at least a few weeks away.
Yes, exactly. And there's the example of it.
What's that, Angelus? Angelus, you should have been at the meeting. You missed out.
Creaky said stay tuned.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, Alita is in the tuned program during the Badlands.
Yeah.
So.
Movie fans wouldn't even get that yet if they haven't read the manga.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Luckily I did, because I've read some.
Oh, nice. Now Angelus can't get on you too much now, Vladi, since you've read some of them.
No, I meant I read some as in I've read the bits I already have.
Oh, okay. But anyway, there's going to be a date, not too distant future, where we're going to want to get the theaters to, get Alita, to re-release Alita, to start to play it again. We figure that probably the first of the year is when they're going to start hurting for content, because the studios have been shut down due to the actors' strike, and they're going to need something to play. So we're hoping that we can get Alita re-released then. But just just kind of keep your eyes open, or there's
going to be a huge bout of movies, so they might go for it. But
yeah, that's right.
24. Hopefully, that's when the sequel will get announced. But
as Will Turner said in the Pirates of the Caribbean, keep a weather eye out. So just kind of watch for the that, and we'll we'll pump this a little bit before we do it. You know, it's not going to be just Creaky throwing out a couple of tweets and everybody, oh my God, we're doing a mass tweet. We're not going to do it like that. We're going to try to, you know, get this thing rolling and get a lot of momentum behind it before we do it. Okay, guys, now we can talk about our girl right here. Well, she's not a girl. She's a woman. Okay, but
yes,
you know, yes, she is. And just so Angelus doesn't freak out too much, I'm going to add that to it. So there's our ooh woo, you know, because yeah, our queen, she has definitely got ooh woo. There's no doubt about it. That is a pretty lady right there. So
that's the last thing we've seen her in as well. Like apart from the behind the scenes photos of the MCU movie she's in, which I'd rather think. So let's say this is the last time we've seen her, and she looks divinely beautiful as ever.
Yes, she does. I mean, yeah, that you know, once again, I don't want to guffaw over too much, but like I do a lot at the end of the stream. But she is an extremely pretty lady, but she's a superb actor. I mean, yeah, man, the way she pulled off Alita is just, it's phenomenal. And I think the fact that she wasn't at least nominated, you know, for an Oscar, that to me is a travesty, you know.
Tell me about it. Well, I get so mad about the VFX one because it's like the most obvious one, and we know that they have issues nominating VFX performance capture stuff, so you can sort of understand that. But yeah, she absolutely should have been nominated for Best Actress, but because the whole movie was like sabotaged in the press, they didn't even consider it, and because it didn't make much money. If it made $1 billion, 100% it would have gotten loads of nominations.
Well, it didn't get $1 billion because they did a bad job of marketing it. That's why it didn't make a lot of money.
There was nobody there to market it, Creaky.
I understand that, but that's why it didn't make money, because they didn't market it.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but
what were we talking about?
We're talking about how Rosa is perfect to play Alita.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now she's so angry because she's so perfect, and they took her from us. They took her from cinema. They took her from the world.
Well, she's been in some other stuff.
This beautiful, precious work of art that Rosa Salazar is, and it just really sickens me. And if Disney don't do something soon with it, I don't know, people are going to get really mad.
Yeah, I think so too. The Creek will be upset, that's for sure. But anyway, but I won't be the only one, will I? Well, will there be 178,000 of us that'll be upset? So, you know, that's the way it works. But anyway, getting back to the topic at hand there, certainly she is dedicated to her profession. You know, I mean, the fact that she has been in so many different kinds of roles, you know, and has done a superb job on all of them. You know, I mean, it's just phenomenal, you know, in my mind. And of course, she wants to play Alita. She said she would play Alita for the rest of her life. As long as she could act, she wants to play Alita, you know.
Well,
so
she's 90. Well, I think she said 90, but let's say 99.
Yes. Well, 99 is a good number there, Vladi. So
yeah. By then, hopefully she'll have a nice cyborg body, and Rosa will just live forever.
Yes. Creek would be all right with that. So I think we're hundreds of years from that, though.
What? No, it's suddenly gonna rapidly. You know how like when there's a world war and then technology just rapidly goes faster. That's probably gonna happen again, and we'll all be in like a cyberpunk dystopia properly in maybe, I don't know, 10 years.
Well, or we have, say, some major space travel initiative going on. That's what happened in the 60s.
Or maybe like aliens reveal themselves and suddenly
not no, I mean, a lot of the technology we even enjoy today had its roots or beginnings back in the 60s during the Apollo program. You know, I mean, they had to come up with technologies just to make it happen, you know.
Yeah.
And of course,
we're still just firing rockets. We're still just firing rockets up, though. Not much advancement going on there, really.
Although my brother was telling me about a story he read where NASA is working on some advanced propulsion system right now, so maybe they're going to get better at it. You know, we'll see.
Reveal the gravity machines. We all know they exist.
Well, I know SpaceX is working on trying to get us to Mars. That's a good thing. So, you know, we'll get there.
That's about as likely as that the Star Wars sequels with more Rey movies.
Well, this is something that maybe even Robert might be able to shed some light on in terms of some of the technology and science, because doesn't actual gravity play a part in how we even stay alive and evolve as human beings?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I think that work needs to be done heavily on the field of gravity. Um, the way of traveling right now is very inefficient because we don't know how to handle gravity. And I know we can paint it really nice in a science fiction world, especially the best way that I seen it displayed would be in the world of Star Trek, where they figure out how to do gravity plating. So not only do they have gravity plating, which is very important for a human body. Human body is not designed to be in space, but also for payload. I want to say 90% of the weight that the current space craft uses today is due to the fuel. So if we can figure out anti-gravity and gravity, if we can figure out how to work that, right there will solve not only the way we leave the Earth into space, but also it would help how to navigate through space. And of course, that's not to say about the FTL technology that they're actually working on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of scientists think the FTL is going to be too many causality, problems with that. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Plus, I've also read. Now I'm going to bring it back to Rosa here in a little bit because I know that's what I really want to talk about. But for one thing, I guess that Alcubierre, some years ago, back in the 90s, I guess Miguel Alcubierre came up with a warp engine. Now it's a theoretical thing, and it's there's nothing in physics that says we can't do it. But the only problem is that any person that's inside that warp bubble is going to get fried by what's called gosh, I can't remember what the name of the radiation is, but it's like millions of times more powerful than gamma rays. So that's going to be pretty tough to overcome that. But it is. From what they can see theoretically, it is feasible. So we'll see. Plus, we got the breakthrough star shot that initiative that's going to happen back around 2035. I think they're going to launch some of these micro spacecraft toward Proxima Centauri B, and they're going to be propelled by lasers, or in other words, solar sails up to like 90% the speed of light. So that's going to be exciting. But let's get back to our girl here.
She's much more exciting than all these.
Yes, indeed. Alejandro, did you tell me you had you had read something about Rosa that you can bring to bear here? What was that you were telling me pre-stream? I can't remember.
About the last picture that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, I was talking about the space that the other members have mentioned. The very very special dedication of so many commenters about the performance of Rosa in talking about the space, like the wife of the first Mexican farm that goes in the Challenger to the space.
Yeah,
in the last film, the Million Miles Away of well, the Amazon premiere. That is a beautiful film, and as you mentioned, the very dynamic way that very different aspects of the human person that Rosa can interpret. We can see like a wife with a beautiful mother of the 5 child, and a very supported wife of these astronauts. And this is a very, very lovely character, a very
So
view,
wholesome.
because it's very different from the another characters. It's really, really, really great.
I agree. It's a really beautiful, wholesome movie. She plays such a wholesome character. Like you said, that supportive wife to the guy who's trying to reach his dreams. He's like trying to get up to Zalem, and then she gets to watch him go up. It's really beautiful. And she gets some great scenes where like her character gets like rewarded for stuff. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Not just
Sure, and
about,
very emotional too. Very emotional. It's
Very-
lovely.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess the Creek's going to have to watch this
You
after
still
the
haven't watched
stream
it.
is over.
Oh, I keep getting you about this. And you keep saying,
Yes.
the Creek hasn't watched it. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, well, I was telling Alejandro I've been really busy the last couple of weeks, so I've been, working for my client. So that's but that's cool. I got time now after the stream, that's for sure. So
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, also Rosa has a great relationship with James Cameron, John Landau, Robert Rodriguez. And you heard her in that, I guess, that one video where she was at WonderCon. She emails James Cameron all the time, to the point where she said it's going to be a legal issue soon because she's harassing him.
She should be emailing them every single day. Like, where the fuck is my sequel? Where the fuck is my sequel?
Well, yeah, well, you never know what she puts in her emails, but I think Rosa's very classy. I don't think
I hope she moved up to writing proper letters.
Yeah, well, I don't think she would say anything untoward toward Cameron.
I hope if she does get the sequels, I hope she does. I hope she gives him a piece of her mind.
Well, I think she's pretty classy.
She's really
bloody.
Probably going to get the sequels, and it'll be like really evil if Disney don't give them to her.
Well, no shit. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Vlad.
Yeah.
Every Sunday when we do, well, I guess Saturday for you when we do Radio Chaos, are you going to tell your boss to take a hike so you can go on stream?
What?
No.
No. All right. In that case, I don't think Rosa's going to say that to Iger, even though as much as we want.
Yeah, much as we love it.
If she'd given up trying to get the sequel after they like messed around for ages, and she doesn't going to work for them anyway. But
yeah,
I mean, in private, she probably has already done that. But they obviously, I'm sure they have disagreements and things.
Yeah, well, I think she probably also meets with various actors, and maybe not on Alita, because of course Alita hasn't been greenlit, but I am so sure she's been in meetings with them which has Iger in them, and in those meetings I'm sure she she's outspoken. Now she's not going to be, how would you say, disrespectful or unruly in a meeting like that. She's going to be very professional, but I think she'd speak her mind. I don't think that would be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's a complete professional. I did a tweet about this the other day.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Now,
she has strong opinions, but she hasn't really gotten pissed anyone off.
No, I think she's too classy to do that.
I see Grace Randolph talking all the time about how she's not the new Marvels movie. She was talking about how she doesn't. One reason it's not doing so well is because Brie Larson's just not very popular. That's what Grace Randolph said, and because she's got herself in some sticky situations with being very outspoken. But Alita, sorry, I keep calling her Alita, but Rosa Salazar, she's never had anything like that.
Yeah.
And she's just a very likable person.
Yeah, she is. Well, the Creek likes her. I'm sure y'all do too.
Not like her. You've got to be crazy not to like her.
Yeah, I mean, really.
How can you not want her to get a sequel after everything and how long she's been trying to get it and everything?
Yeah. Well, do not stand by. What's your take on Rosa? What do you think makes her so perfect to play Alita?
My take is her wide range of emotions that she can bring to life on the screen. Like I mentioned before, it's like night and day with the anime. No offense to anime fans, but it isn't until like midway through the anime that Alita really distinguishes herself. But from the moment that she opens her eyes in Ito's daughter's bedroom, Rosa brings Alita to life like no other character that I've seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, perfectly said.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw it when she opened her eyes and I saw those anime eyes. My reaction was how pretty. You know, I mean, a lot of people got freaked out by it, but not me. I thought it was great.
The thing that makes her so beautiful is all those micro expressions and nuances of her emotions, like in art, the way they crafted her and put her into that character. It's just like incredible, and it's because of her performance that she really captures you.
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
Saying that it wasn't nominated for Oscars is absolutely insane, and I can't believe like the media pretend like that's not a big deal.
Well, it is a big deal because Rosa should have been nominated. That's for sure. You know, but yeah, she's a great actor. There's no doubt about it. You know, and the thing that got me too about Rosa in the movie too is that how dedicated she was, because for some period of time, 6 months, 9 months maybe, she was doing like martial arts training, and she was learning how to skate with inline skates. She was getting in shape, because she said that when she was asked or when she actually did the audition and she was told she got the part, that I think she basically said, in terms of her physical, ability, she was basically a croissant, is what she said. Yeah. But man, she was so dedicated to doing it that she, and we've seen photos of her, through social media where she's, been working out. And there was a short, I guess on Twitter, about her doing some karate moves, martial arts moves.
Yeah.
I remember I put down under seeing that, how she was practicing some inward and outward blocks and doing some punches and stuff like that. And I just put, oh my God, I love Rosa. Put 4 hearts and a thing behind there, because that is extreme dedication right there. Some folks might not do that. They might just want to rely on their on their stunt double or something, to do that. And I'll handle this other stuff. Let the stunt double do it. But no, not her. She got into it, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A couple of things on that. One, the only things that she obviously didn't do is one that she quite literally and physically could not do, especially in the context of using Yugi instead of actual Rosa for the berserker body scene, as we all know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
she
not
can
like
only do so much, our girl. She can't do a handstand upside down with the splits, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, they got somebody. Yeah, go ahead, Angelos. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. And it's also like no secret that throughout, I guess, human history, that there are certain cultures that place a higher value on family. And I feel it translated well, especially with the relationship between Alita and Ito.
Yeah.
Or it came more naturally, and because of her talent of being able to transfer said human real emotion to the screen. I mean, that's probably why she even made bloody Robert cry.
Yeah, I love that. I love the fact she made Robert Rodriguez cry. I love that.
The whole, frog in the throat, the lump, and
yes,
heart skipping a beat.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, yeah, our queen's number one there, boy. That's for sure. Robert, what's your take on why Rosa is so perfect to play Alita?
I think she's very versatile, and all the stuff that I seen her work in, it's amazing. And I think it's due to what you mentioned and how dedicated she is, and that is just what you need to actually be able to play this role. And it's a perfect storm. They finally got the right person for the right role. And
yeah.
I mean, I seen it like when I saw it in a little clip. I mean, this is really interesting. Everybody know this by now, but in the little clip that they did for Star Trek, It was just just a tiny little clip, and she was so amazing. I wish they would do bring that captain into the normal episodes, and we get more backstory, because the way that she did it was so believable that you feel, okay, this is a person, this is in this universe, and you want to know more about it just because of the way she acted on there.
Mm-hmm. She's got a really an endearing personality. You want to see more of her.
You reckon she'd be, in that particular context, she'd be a different sort of Janeway?
Yes.
Yes.
But I want to know. I want to see.
In other sci-fi stuff, I want her to be in the Orville. That's also a Disney thing now, and I'm really hoping they renew the Orville as well as getting obviously a Alita sequel way more.
Yeah.
And the Orville's like a Star Trek kind of knockoff, but I quite like it.
Yeah, that first
I think
season of the
Oracle 2 would be perfect with it. I don't know if she's in touch with Seth MacFarlane, but they should totally get in touch.
Well, that first season of the Orville was kind of like a comedy thing and a spoof on Star Trek.
Yeah, basically he sold it as.
But they kind of straightened that out, didn't they? They made it more serious.
He wanted to make his own traditional Star Trek, but he couldn't really do that, so he had to tell the studios, I'm going to make like a Family Guy Star Trek, because that was obviously the selling point. But then he sort of like used it to tell like serious original Star Trek feeling stories, and I really like the way they've done it. It's got like a really classical feel to it.
I agree with that, because I mean, he took it in a serious note, yet he still kept some of the comedic parts on it.
And it makes it so fun and light to watch as well as having all the emotional stuff. I think it's brilliant, that show. They've got to renew it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was Rosa's name in that Trouble with Edward? What was her Captain? What? I don't remember. I remember. I did see that.
Yeah, it's quite funny with all the little trouble things.
The Tribbles. Yeah, that's right.
It's just the way that she acted towards the poor guy. It's just totally hilarious.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he was. I like that scene where they're sitting there and she says, this conversation's over. And he keeps talking. And she said, no, this conversation's over.
Quite a simple episode. Wasn't it?
I love that.
Like the original Tribbles.
Yeah. And at the end, they asked, she was at that hearing, and they asked her something about what was the problem with him or something. And she said, basically, he was an idiot. That was hilarious.
I do feel like she'd be better in the Orville. I prefer that kind of thing. But it was a good short. I enjoyed seeing her do that. It was quite cool seeing her in the Star Trek uniform and everything.
And by the way, her name was Captain Lian Lucero.
Oh, okay.
Lian?
Okay, yeah.
Is she the first Latina like that? They often do when it's like the first,
They should have.
But probably didn't. They always neglect the Latinas, the media. They always do, I swear.
That is one of the reasons why I want to see more of her. I mean, I think the reason why most people in the Strange New Worlds, they like the pilot is because of that. She has that Hispanic thing going on. But we do want to see a Hispanic captain. Like,
yes,
I mean, there has been, right, but none in the mainstream, right?
Yeah.
What annoys me is that, and it's not just the whole representation sort of crap. It's like the premise of the actual show itself. Like, there's so many alien races out there, just as there is so many human cultures, and like you guys were just touching on, like quite literally just then, like how often do we see like Hispanic, Spanish, like that sort of like South American sort of cultures in any sort of show, really?
Yeah, and I find it really cool, really like entertaining to watch. Like A Million Miles Away, they give you a really cool window into that culture, which obviously I'm a British white dude in England, so I really enjoy all the music and stuff, and I do feel representation is good. It obviously shouldn't be like the main thing. Like I think it's great that there was a franchise led by a Latino, like a massive franchise. It was kind of weird that the media didn't celebrate it more.
Yeah,
but it's an objective really good thing to do when we see more of that happen organically, and it's not the way some of the ways Disney has tried to force a lot of this diversity stuff. It's just kind of counterintuitive because it's led to all the way they've done it. It's sort of led to a lot of this cultural stuff.
Well, the thing that gets me about it too is that it's kind of like, I guess Angelus touched on it a while ago, you know, in Star Trek and even Star Wars, they have this great diversity of alien species, yet it seems like, you know, they don't have any Latinos and Latinas, you know, that are in, you know, that are involved in those IPs. And I'm going, what the hell? You know, I mean, you got all these different alien species in there, but you can't bring a Latino in there or Latina. You know, what the hell? You know, that's kind of what my thought is on that. It's like, okay, humans, we don't want humans to be that diverse, but we got all these aliens. You know, that's kind of the way I see it. But anyway, I might be wrong about that. But
all right. But there should be, Alita should be like a big franchise led by a Latina, and it's on Bob Iger if that doesn't happen.
Yes.
And they should be putting pressure on him in that way, because it's like the hypocrisy is like astounding with what the media chose to like champion in 2019 and what it chose to like trash.
Yeah.
The fact that they do it at all, like use one movie, bring down one movie to prop up another. When they could have had 2 female leads.
Yeah, well, it was kind of sly. You can't really but yeah, there was definitely like one got championed and the other one was definitely treated like rubbish.
Yes. Well, I agree with Lottie. It would be an absolute travesty if they don't do something for Rosa on this.
Why aren't the progressives up in arms about it? I don't understand.
Yeah,
like they were all there, but in 2019 promoting Captain Marvel. Yeah. As some kind of big landmark in cinema, but Alita was, I would say, much more of a landmark in terms of like female and minority representation, and Alita wasn't like part of a literal like military recruitment propaganda thing. So it's just crazy to me that the media, they say they're progressive and they just had it completely backwards in 2019.
Yeah, I wonder if money had something to do with that.
Of course, it's all money, and because they thought Alita wasn't going anywhere, because of the whole merger, like completely ruining the release, and they obviously thought Disney like it. I'm not even necessarily saying that the critics were literally paid by Disney. The critics just know like where Disney, like what they sort of want, where the like winds are turning, and they thought Alita was just going to be an abandoned thing. And they
one word, bloody sheep.
What was that?
One word for you. Yeah, when it comes to critics, sheep.
Yeah, for sure, Angelus. Yeah, absolute sheep, you know.
Like they'll literally just follow. That'll get them clicks and whatnot. But
they'll be forced to stand Alita though, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Like now you work for us now. What is that?
Tune in.
Yeah, Alita will be like, I am the captain now, like that meme from that movie.
Well, tune in tomorrow for the news, because there's one particular article that well,
which one?
How the tides have turned.
The Mary Sue.
Yep. I think ST put it the most eloquently.
We got to give them a chance, though. Like, it's water under the, you know. It's good that they're writing that stuff.
Robert, what's the what is the projection on the box office on the Marvels? I mean, I've heard
we don't want to go there. This might get bullying territory.
No, we need to talk about facts.
It's not looking good, folks.
Yeah, but what is it, Robert? What have you seen on that?
I know what do you want me to tell you?
Go ahead.
It's got 6.6 million on the Thursday previews, which is lower than. I'm doing a dramatic pause. It's lower than The Flash.
Oh my God.
Which was a massive flop, but I don't think it's going to do as bad as The Flash, because obviously Marvel's got a lot more like diehard fans.
Well, first of all, let me just say this about The Flash. I liked The Flash.
I literally couldn't. I don't even want to. Why are we? I know that. I don't even want to think about The Flash anymore. It just seemed ridiculous. Like it was just they were advertising it as like just a bunch of weird multiverse stuff with random old celebrities coming back who played Batman. It was just so ridiculous. I'm not surprised it bombed horribly.
Well, I still enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not going to watch it as many times as I watched Alita for sure, but I enjoyed it. You know, I mean, it was
I'm
all
sure
right.
it was fun. I'm sure it was fun,
Yeah,
but
it was fun. You know,
It was fan service.
What's that?
As fan service. So I mean, if you grow up with all those characters, you are going.
They just
Yes.
overestimated how much all the like older people really wanted to see them. Like, oh, that guy when I was 10 and he was Batman is back in the Flash. I'm gonna go see. No, hardly anyone did that.
Yeah, he was. That was a good Batman too. By the way, Michael Keaton. I liked him. You know.
Yeah. I always joke around with Captain Chaos and I tell him that he's my only Batman.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get too far away from but I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was good. You know, I mean, a lot of folks didn't like him as Batman, but I thought he was pretty good. You know, so
I'll be honest, I haven't seen any of Ben Affleck's Batman movies.
Well, he was real good in I guess that Batman versus Superman, especially the extended cut, not the theatrical, the first one. You know, the first one was pretty good, but I don't know. It just kind of was, to me, it was a little choppy, but the second one was a lot better, I think. But anyway, getting away from that, get back to Alita, getting back to Rosa, because Rosa is Alita. So.
Yeah, and Rosa's sequel would have made way more money than the current movie we were just talking about, the one that's out right now.
Yeah.
Way more money. This is like making hardly anything.
Well, it's like these people don't know how to market or something. You know, because they kind of what they make decisions on, from what I've read. Now, I'm certainly no expert on this, that's for damn sure, but they kind of go on like more of a history type thing of the kind of movie that made this kind of sale and got this many butts in seats and stuff like that, as opposed to doing stuff the way we do it in business a lot of times, where we do feasibility studies and market surveys and stuff like that, you know. But hey, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. So
it's bullshit. Cameron should just get the sequels, just because of what he's done for Disney, and because of how much Disney like ruined his passion project in 2019.
He's got to get approval.
No, fuck
anyway,
and he needs to force him to give it to him.
Yeah, they should. I agree with you. Do not stand by. Let me ask you a question about Rosa in terms of being Alita. Now, when she comes back, and she's going to come back, you know, is certainly going through the Motorball arc and the Zerkerpan arc, and eventually get into the Badlands, where she ends up being roughly about 35 years old by the time we get to the end of all these arcs. Do you think you're going to see your daughter in some ways being 35 years old? I just had to ask.
Well, it's probably too soon to tell. It's 20 years away from my daughter, but
yeah,
I certainly saw the rebellious streak in Alita with Ito in the movie, and that reminded me a lot of my relationship with my daughter.
Yeah, that's so relatable.
Teenager.
Everyone goes through that rebellious.
Yeah, but I really am interested in seeing the next stage when Ito and Alita are really on the same page, and that's aside from the end of the first movie that Ito got Alita into that new Motorball body, and he's a big part of how she got to the Champions League.
Yes. Yeah, that thing, or that part of the arc, I want to see them divert from the manga a little bit, because the manga, they kind of split up, you know. I want to see Ito really, you know, be a supportive father of Alita when she goes up against Joshigan, and not have, you know, Ito be Joshigan's tutor.
You know what I think would be really cute? If they had a disagreement at the start, but then they made up like really quickly into the movie, like after 5 minutes. And she was all like sweet. So, okay, I forgive you. How sweet would that be?
Well, what would be cool? They can base that on the manga, because there's a panel in the manga to where, you know, Alita and Ito have kind of sort of parted ways. They're not enemies, but they're not, you know, they're not together as father and daughter. But you know, eventually they do get in the same space close to each other, and Ito tells her that he kind of wishes her well, and that she's, you know, that anytime she wants to come home, she can, with no issue, and because she is really the only family he has ever known. And it kind of broke Alita down, you know, and she, you know, I think she kind of realized, you know, that what a good fatherly resource she had in Ito on that one panel. They could do something like that, like you're talking about with in the movie, in the sequel, where maybe they kind of split up a little bit at the beginning, but eventually it's like you say, they have a really sweet little scene where the two of them, you know, kind of get back together. That'd be kind of cool, you know, I think.
I agree.
Me too.
Alejandro, let me ask you a question. What's your take on Rosa playing Alita? I mean, how do you see her, you know, continuing after she gets past the teenage, you know, type, you know, the teenage years, if you want to think of it?
Well, I think she's perfect for that, and the good advantage is the technology, because she can have any age, but with the performance and going to the digital way, they can have any age in her character. So this is not a limit, and it's another important aspect that she, like a excellent actress, is very close to the new technologies. For instance, like rotoscope and performance characters in digital way in Alita itself, and also in Undone, for instance. So for her, it's very comfortable to be relation with this kind of modification of her body, or where she is, or what age she could have in the character that she's interpreting. So it's a very wide space that you have to interpret the Alita and any other characters at any age.
Totally great points. Like, she could literally play Alita till she's 90, like she said, because of the motion capture technology.
Of course, yes.
Great.
And another aspect that I would like to remember to all of you guys is when Yukito Kichiro visited the studios, when she was making the film, and when Rosa in some interviews mentioned that she hugs Yukito Kichiro because she was very happy for the visit, and Yukito itself recognized her as Alita. So the same author of all the stories of Alita, he itself recognized that the woman, the real person of the character that he has created is Rosa Salazar. It's a very, very strong proof of that.
Yeah, it must be a dream to have someone as good as Rosa to play the character you made, and her just completely embody that character like it's never been seen before in cinema. It should have won a best adapted screenplay and all that, just because of how well it captured the original source material.
Well, it's like you're all saying about, Landau said this, is they weren't just waiting for somebody to play Alita. They were waiting for Rosa Salazar. Because
I almost whipped that one out myself.
Well, that was the whole thing. They wanted somebody that was a perfect fit. And
she was.
Rosa is a very perfect fit. I mean,
it's it's a rare thing. It's like such a rare thing in art where you have that kind of coming together of all the different factors to create something as beautiful as anything you've ever seen, and that just looks incredible on screen, and it tells a story that really emotionally pulls you into her. It's I really do think it's one of the greatest works of art ever made, but unfortunately we've got a long way to go for people to catch up on that.
Yeah, well, the other actresses that actually tried out for Alita, that they were good, especially Zendaya. Zendaya's excellent, but I don't think she would have done anything near as good as, in my opinion. Okay. I don't think she would have been near as good.
Rosa's got way more charisma. Rosa's got so much more charisma than Zendaya.
I have to agree with you, I think, but I think Zendaya would have done a decent job, but I think Rosa was perfect. She did the #1 job you can do on it. I just think she's just, well, she hit it out of the park, basically.
Unbelievable performance.
Yes. And I remember when I saw her name roll up on the credits and, first name up there, and I saw it the first time I saw Alita Battle Angel, I said, who in the hell is Rosa Salazar?
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea who she was. So I went and looked her up.
I barely even thought about
because,
it first time.
Well, here's what I thought, is when I saw her, I thought, that Alita was Rosa, except for the eyes. I mean, obviously I figured out the eyes early on with CGI. There's no problem there, but I thought that was Rosa Salazar. I thought she was some child. Well, I thought she was some child actor, but she's not. She is a professional, experienced actor. I mean, it's just well, it just knocked my head off is what it did,
It's awe-inspiring. Those close-ups with her, all her micro expressions and all the like pores on her face, the peach fuzz. It just feels so real. It does crazy things to your brain. And if you like really fall in love with it and like all the music and everything around it, it's just, for me, it's just literally one of the most beautiful works of art.
Yes, it was. I mean, yeah, I can't say enough about our queen on that one. That's for sure. So
she's so perfect. That's why you can never forgive Hollywood if the sequels never happen. It's just like literally a crime against humanity. Yeah.
Well, another thing too, I would also say, and this is not just Rosa, but I mean for the movie, and in a bigger sense, that movie was not given the accolades it deserved. I mean,
God, so you're talking about Alita?
Yeah, the special.
That's putting it a bit mildly, Freaky.
Well,
you're saying that like it's a surprise. I'm all going to be shocked that you're saying that it didn't get.
Well, no, you should have. No, I never thought like you would be shocked there, Blotty.
What's that?
I never thought you'd be shocked. I'm just saying that the level of the special effects and the CGI and just the acting in general by all those actors. Holy crap, it was great.
Good. There's no other way to explain. I don't understand how they could have been that blind.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
got to be something sus going on there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I think. Yeah. And yes, Finn, Rosa is perfect for Alita. Yes, she is.
Rosa Alita. She'll always be Rosa Alita.
Yeah. Yeah. Rosa Alita. Rosa is Alita, and Alita is Rosa. So
once she's done with bloody MCU chaos, did you hear about the reshoots?
Yes. Oh, God almighty.
The bane of my existence, honestly.
Yeah, it would be one thing on those reshoots if they were just pickups, just some a couple
of course they have to reshoot the whole fucking movie because
they're reshooting major parts of it. I mean, holy crap!
Yeah,
that thing's supposed to be in post already.
6 months, I think they were saying.
Yeah,
and his Rosa stuck there the whole 6 months. It's so depressing.
Well, I mean, if you look at IMDb, it says the movie's in post, but if they're reshooting everything, it's not in post. It's being reshot.
There's rumors that they had a character in it that are like too politically on the nose for what's happening in the world, and they have to completely cut her.
Yeah.
And so that's why they've had to do loads of reshoots.
Yes.
But they're also saying it had a preview screening or whatever, and it didn't get good reception. But I don't understand. I wouldn't want a bunch of idiots from the street saying if the Alita sequel was any good.
No.
It's just got to be down to Cameron, Rodriguez, and Rosa, the final product. Yeah. And then the fans like it. I'm hoping Alita doesn't have to go through all that Disney bollocks, where it's everything's done by committee and this focus group doesn't like this. You've got to cut it. You know what I mean? It's just so anti-art. It's
Well, hopefully Disney will give 20th Century Studios some autonomy on this. So.
It's not 20th Century, it's James Cameron.
I know, but that's going to be who's going to be doing the production of it is 20th Century
surely
Studios.
They'll give James Cameron freedom. The only reason the first movie didn't make that much is because they screwed up the merger.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Coming out eager forcefully with all of these arguments.
Well, hopefully that somebody will, but
don't let me down.
That's another thing too. Alita. Rosa's,
Yeah,
I guess,
we always do that.
comfortable with
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
technology. It'll just help facilitate her being able to like translate the character from script to screen, especially since she's done, as was mentioned earlier, not just the motion capture, but rotoscoping and all sorts of other, I guess, ways of
incredible masterpiece
of just filming, actually, just in general.
Well,
Which makes-
where are they
which makes
shooting?
Wedded Digital's nomination left out even more criminal.
total ridiculous snubbing. Like, I don't even know how they got away with it.
Well, I want to know where they're actually shooting Captain America 4, because if they're doing all this reshooting, if they're redoing the movie, and Rosa has to stick around there, like you say, Bloody,
she must be so pissed off. Like, she's had all these problems with her movies. Alita kept getting delayed, and then it was screwed up by the merger, and now she's having all this shit with the MCU. Obviously, that's the risk you get joining the MCU, but.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand it. But what I'm saying is, where are they shooting Captain America?
I have no idea. I think it's in America somewhere.
Let me look.
I want to keep it from a secret from Bloody.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go there with, like the Just Stop Oil protesters. They have their like orange paint or something. I'm going to go there with purple paint and like, where the hell are my sequels? Screw this Marvel movie. Rosa shouldn't be here. She should be filming Alita 2 and 3.
I can just see it too. Bloody's in the Berserker suit.
Don't worry, I won't actually do it.
Okay, so I just looked it up. They're shooting Captain America 4 in DC this week. Oh. So they're in Washington DC. So
wasn't Rosa like younger?
Yes. So they got, I guess they got yeah, I'm kind of looking at it right now. Yeah, it's Washington D.C. They're probably right outside. They're not in Washington, although they probably do shots, or they have shot some of it in D.C. proper. But my guess is they're probably shooting a lot of this or some of it east of D.C., out in Virginia, past Alexandria and Arlington. They're probably shooting it out there to a degree. So. That's my guess. I don't know, but I'm looking at some posts in Reddit that are based on some of the media. There's WJLA and CBS News. Yeah, I guess they're shooting in the DC area is what they're doing. So
let's be realistic. The sequels probably weren't going to start filming until 2025 anyway. So I don't think we should get too upset about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Forever.
By the way, I noticed Jack Jarambo's out there. It's pretty early where you are, Jack. So, yeah, it's good to have you in the chat, man. I just put anybody that wants to come on, Jack, you're certainly welcome as well. Click on that link right there. We'll bring you in, and you can tell us why you think Rosa is perfect to play Alita, Yeah, and he says, "Oh no, I just want to say I love Alita" or something. So yeah, Sir Creaky.
From time to time.
How do you like that, Vladi? I'm now a knight. I'm Sir Creaky.
No. Well, you do have Scottish heritage, right?
No, English.
English. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. No, that's all right. Yeah, my mother was born north of London, so
Where exactly again? I can't remember.
Kilburn.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me all about that.
Yeah. My mother was a great lady, but anyway, we don't need to get off on that. So
no, exactly. We've got.
We want to stay on Rosa.
Yeah, I say an even greater lady. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hey. Well, they're in different universes.
So Rosa's the best lady, so it's hard to compete.
Yes, it is. Yeah, our queen's #1. So anyway, Jack, if you want to come on, man, you can do it. I really like Jack's videos too. That he does good videos. Well, do not stand by. We're kind of ignoring you a little. We're kind of ignoring do not stand by a little bit. Like, do you have anything to add there? Or have we kind of hit all over it already?
Well, I completely agree with all the outrage of not not having Alita recognized as one of the greatest achievements in history. For me, it's definitely the best movie that we've made, especially given that it was done in full 3D. Best 3D movie that I got a 3D projector, and
it's cutting out a bit, mate.
Yeah, you're kind of fading.
Lift it up.
Yeah, you're kind of fading out there. Do not stand by.
You're doing a Vladdy.
Okay, so
there you go.
Well, I was just saying that it's not only the greatest movie that's ever been made, in my opinion, but also the greatest 3D movie that's ever been made, and that's why I do regular showings, and that's why I got a 3D movie projector. So I'm all in. We need more movies like Alita, and it's not just the sequels, but we need more movies from Robert Rodriguez and James Cameron that have this Alita magic, as well as Rosa Salazar.
Here.
Have our Queen Rosa in them too.
Yeah, for sure. Like Robert and Rosa should do more stuff together. Like once they've done the 2 Alita sequels, maybe they'll do something else from it and then go back to Alita after. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll be content with the 2 sequels we absolutely deserve. Anything beyond that, I'll consider a bonus.
I won't be content till I get 6 movies.
Yeah, at least then there would have been like justice done.
Yeah, that's right. I agree
sequels
with that.
is all we could really expect initially anyway. And
Yeah,
they had screwed up with the merger and all the issues Alita had with the media and everything.
Well, having a trilogy would be one more than we originally expected. Or
well, no, he did say he planned out 3 movies. So Cameron was obviously.
Yes.
No, I'd say 3 was definitely.
Well, that's what he said. But what I'm saying is the Alita Army. Remember, we were all about originally just Alita.
Yeah. But obviously now Cameron said, well, I'm going to be making the Alita Battle Angel films, plural. Yes. Now we've just immediately switched to the assumption is we're always going to have 3. So.
Well, hell, he's already named them: Alita Falling Angel and Alita Avenging Angel.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll stick with them. Do you think he'll stick with them? He did sound like he was just going to say, well, maybe they'll be called Alita Fallen Angel, Alita Avenging Angel, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're set in stone, those names. Could be, though.
Well, Angelus, give us some more of your thoughts about why Rose is perfect to play Alita.
Well, I've already touched on her cultural link with the family. Her what's the word I'm looking for? Her
perfection,
affinity, I guess, for using technology, filming technology.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we've always said it, but like, just it can't be said enough because it's so rare, in the sense that there are very few actors that what was I going to say? That are dedicated to their craft.
Yeah, like, she's so dedicated.
Like
sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's just being able to like do as much of the role as she can. Like an actor's forte is, as I said earlier, translating the character from script to screen. And the more that you can have the actor do exactly that, whether it be through stunts or, you know, doing the Tom Cruise run, as they call it now. Yeah, it's, I don't know, that I guess that's the hardest part for me to put into words.
She's just totally focused on her craft.
Yep.
And I've got another great quote.
Professional.
Sorry, you got another point.
Oh no, I think you said it earlier, or someone did anyway, where she was the consummate, or like the penultimate professional.
Ultimate professional, our gal. Anyway, I've got a great quote here from Rosa. I said Alita again. Just to like sum it up.
Yeah. Rosa is Alita, and Alita is Rosa.
Exactly. No, this is what she said. Once I got the audition, I thought, this is me. This is my story. Because you know about her, like when she was younger, she basically had to raise herself from like the age of 15.
Yeah.
She was emancipated from her parents, so she had to like fight for everything she got. And then she goes on, I felt a connection to her, like I felt a connection to her, I can't explain. But I know, she actually says, I felt a connection to her. I understood. I identified with her vulnerability, the feeling of now knowing who you are. I think every person goes through that, especially when you're young and feel like a mutant. You're in a skin that doesn't feel like yours.
Yes.
So she totally gets the role and how it relates to her own life. And she is a battle angel. That's why when the first movie was coming out, her Instagram bio just was the battle angel. And it like broke my heart when that changed, because you knew the sequels weren't going to happen for ages. And it was just like, she's just so perfect as Alita, and it would all connect so well. It would be the most tragic thing ever if like Disney didn't greenlight the sequels.
Angelus, do you or Vladi, either one, have that video of her doing martial arts moves, you know, in front of the mirror or whatever it was?
Alita Brazil posted it. Check his account.
Okay, let me see if I can find him.
Alita Brazil with an S.
Yeah, yes.
It would probably be quicker if I just found it. Down boomers.
Yeah, let's see if I can. There it is. Yeah.
You're going to put her on screen?
I want to play that sucker.
Get it on there.
I'm looking for it now.
Our battle angel kicking ass.
I can't find
Alita
it.
Brazil
I'm scrolling. Yes, there she is. There she is. I got it. I got it. I got it. Let me get this.
She's training for the talks with Bobiga.
Yeah, let me. Oh, that's God, Gary. Come on now.
Have you still not got it on the screen?
Share my screen. I am. Just a second. I had to find it first. Okay. There we go. Can y'all see that?
Bobiga, watch out. Pull out the Panzer.
Oh my God, look at her. Look at her. God, I mean, that's almost a Taekwondo move, isn't it, Angelus?
Something to note that's not
what
just
is that noise? Sorry,
not unique to martial arts, but athletics in general.
Oh, that's
the breathing, like the breathing and the completion of the technique. It's how like marathon runners like run as long as they do. It's all about the breath and like the air in the lungs.
She's totally into it. She's become the Panzer Kuhn. She's probably having a flashback right now.
Yeah.
I love that flashback comment.
Oh my God. I saw this. I said, oh my God, I love her. Oh man.
Yeah, crazy. How can you not look at this?
That is crazy. Oh my God. Now, folks, I could sit here and watch this for an hour, but I'm going to stop sharing it.
It's a beautiful routine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. God
more of
almighty. I mean, well, Angelus, you're more current on martial arts than I am. What was your thought about her technique there, the way she was blocking and punching and stuff like that? What's your thought?
Well, I guess I briefly touched on that, but like I said, while it's pivotal in martial arts, it's not exclusive. That's the best word I can come up with. It's not exclusive to martial arts, because marathon running is another good one. But like I said, the technique and balance with coordinating your breathing with whatever you're doing, whether it be martial arts, whether it be running, whether it be swimming even. Like just being able to coordinate your breathing with whatever like action that you're doing is key to like performing at a higher level for longer.
Yes. What got me about those moves too is that it's like that's advanced belt stuff she's doing. I mean, maybe not. I don't know if I would say it's black belt or not, but she is proficient at it. I mean, and it goes back to that second bullet we see up top there, dedicated to her trade. You know, she got into the part of Alita so much that she took martial arts so serious that she practiced it And I think you guys have all seen some of the videos of her, sparring and stuff like that with those martial arts instructors on social media. I mean, it's like, it's not like, well, I'm going to just kind of go through the motions and I'll let the stunt person do it. She is doing that stuff. I mean, she is actually making that happen. She is actually doing those blocks, kicks, and punches with what I think is a high level of proficiency. I mean, it looks like she knows what she's doing. And if you saw the look on her face, the intensity and the focus on those moves, on those techniques, I don't know. What do you think, Angelus? That's kind of the way I looked at it anyway.
Well, that's also the other aspect as well that can't be ignored. Is the focus, and again that you could circle that back to the dedication of a craft. That like whatever that character requires, and obviously in this case is close quarters combat, whether it be hand to hand or with weapons, aka a Damascus blade.
Yes,
she'll do what she can, when she can, where she can, and it just makes that character come so much more alive.
Yeah, Finn, I don't know if that was Hapkido. Now, I would say that there are a lot of movements, and Angelus can maybe verify this too, but a lot of martial arts movements in various styles, both kung fu and karate, they're similar. They have. I'm sorry.
Muay Thai.
Or Muay Thai, yeah, that's right. Or say Savate, or even to some degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because they have strikes as well. A lot of the moves are similar. I mean, there was a video I did of Alita when she, kind of looking at her fighting skills and techniques. And one of the movement she does on Zapan, where she, kind of smashes his head on the table, that movement is very similar to two movements we have in Kenpo karate. And one's a grab art and another one's called a special movement, but it's very similar to that, to where you kind of get the arm blocked like that. And then you can do what you want. Now, not necessarily smash their head on the table, but you can take them down or whatever. But a lot of martial arts moves like that are pretty close to the same from style to style. Now, some styles will have different movements that others don't, but there is a lot of similarity. And she definitely seems like, like she is, kind of, well, she's nailed it, in my opinion. Oh, by the way, Do Not Stand By said he had to go. Usually about this time he has to pick up his daughter. So, anyway, so we're glad he joined us. Looks like Finn has had some martial arts experience, so that's pretty good.
Well, way to go,
3 years. Yeah, way to go. Yes, indeed. And I know our own Angelus here is a black belt in what style or styles there, Angelus? What?
For me, just I'm a master of one instead of a jack of all trades with regards to karate.
Yeah. Yeah, I promised Angelus when I come to Australia, he's going to he wants me to spar with him, which I'll do. Now, he'll probably kick my ass all over the ring, but we're going to also lift weights. So, to save my ego.
Vice versa.
Yeah. So anyway, but it'll be a lot of fun, So, Alejandro, what's your thoughts? You got any more to say about Rosa? I mean,
Well, in fact, I think she has all the characteristics required for Alita, starting for the physical aspects, like the body, for instance, very small, tiny body that could be a very young girl or maybe older, and the beautiful face, lovely eyes, and very big heart to introduce a very great emotions to the character of Alita that accomplishes a whole of very different characteristics that accomplish very well the character. And in fact, she's very similar at the way that Yukito Kishiro painting in the manga many years before. So I think the match is perfect in emotional aspects, body aspect, physical aspects, and the professionality of the actor, like the Rosa, that is out of this world, is very very special. And the fact that she loves the character too, as you mentioned in another live streams, that she painting the manga with colors because
Yeah.
she lives the character in her heart. So for her, it's something that is very close. It's something like the life of Rosa, because it has been a very hard struggle from the very young and insignificant girl to the very great artist that she is now. So I think it's a little living in the art. I think it's completed in that aspect.
Well said again.
I didn't know she had that a hard childhood like that. I wasn't aware of that. It makes me want to hug her.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you love her so much. Well, you want to protect her.
Yeah.
Well, I have heard in some interview that for in the first years, she was a very limited girl with in economical aspects, and she hasn't gotten a home. She has to live in houses of their friends or the another persons, and with very strong restrictions.
Her parents.
So for the career was very hard for her to get more and more papers in order to get a very strong, a very high level performance like Alita. So I think it's a very, very interesting career from very small papers to something so stellar like Alita or Alma or Katie. So I think it's very, very special. And another aspect that is very interesting, is uh, the some similarities in the names of the characters in the papers of Rosa, because some of theirs start with the A. For instance, Alita, Alma, Adela in the last film.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a
So
whole thing with
it's
Alita,
like a
with
destiny
Rosa
for
in
her to
movies
have
and
a
shows.
number A, the A of the
Yes.
art.
The letter
in the
A,
film.
and she keeps getting like stabbed in the side and loads of stuff.
Yes.
There's a whole mystery behind it, I promise you.
So she had to overcome some
rainy cherry flavor.
Yeah, she had to overcome some adversity, didn't she, to get to where she is?
Yeah, like I was saying before, her parents got divorced when she was in like mid-teens, and I think her mother put her in. She basically left. She didn't have a mother and father after like age 15. They got like back in touch and stuff, but she had a really tough time when she was younger. And I feel like that makes you a better actor because you can tap into like real authentic emotions you've gone through, whereas a lot of people haven't through those kind of struggles.
Well, even that experience too, Vladi, she can tap into that. So
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So she's got the experience that creates that makes the emotion feel really authentic. She can like tap into places other people can't, and it's just, I think that's one reason why she's so good at selling the emotion.
Well, she definitely did that. Well, Angelus, anything else?
Match heaven, like you were saying before.
Yeah, match made in heaven. That's right. That's right. That's exactly
only
right.
Satan could want to kill that match made in heaven.
Yes. Well, I can tell you, I want to tell our queen this. The Alita Army's not going to let her down. We're going to keep fighting for this
Absolutely
thing.
not.
She's
and we
got
will avenge her if Disney do screw it all up again.
Well, we got in just the Alita Army alone, we got nearly 180,000 members. So we are You know, we're pretty big. You know, I mean, I hear people say all the time, "Well, you're not very big." You know, yeah, we are. Just go look at the not IMDb. Go look
I
at the.
even hear people say that. It never really comes up.
Well, I've heard folks say it. I saw it on a tweet. You know, that we were a small group. Well,
It was like one tweet years ago.
Well, no, it wasn't that long ago, Vladi. But anyway, if anybody says we're small, just refer them to the sequel petition because we are not small. You know, we are large. We are here, and we are not going to abandon our queen. We're not going to do that. So. Anyway, the Creek will get off of his high horse right now. Any other thoughts there, Angelus?
Not on the overall topic. I've hit on the ones that like her physicality, her skill set, and all that other jazz.
Yeah.
Practically perfect in every way, as the great Mary Poppins once said.
Yes. The great Mary Poppins said that. That's good, Bloody. Oh, brother.
Am I wrong? She's obviously the great.
Oh, she absolutely is. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look at that lady right there. Who could not love that lady? I mean, God almighty. I mean, you know.
She's stunning. Got so much appeal in like every single way.
Yes. Yes, she does. Come on, damn it, Disney. Let's get that sequel going. Let's do it. So
I would like to mention something about the quality of the actress of Rosa.
Okay.
I would like to mention her character in the film Night Owls in 2015 because it's a very interesting film. It's a comedy.
Great.
With only two persons for maybe 90-95% of the time of all the film, only two persons sustaining the film, the dynamics of the relation of only a couple. This is a very, very hard situation for an actor to sustain a film only with two persons. So for me, this is at the height of the level. This is the top of the level of the actress because it was very, very hard for any person to sustain a film in that conditions. I recommend very, very much this film.
What film is that? What film is that again, Alejandro?
Yes, Night Owls.
Oh, Night Owls. Okay, yes.
It's really good. It's like Rosa's like kind of like the co-star, and it's not. You think it's going to be like a rom-com kind of thing, but it's not. It's way more interesting than that.
Is that the one about something about her and the character's boss or something?
Yeah, that's right. This you better just find out by watching. Have you not seen it yet?
I've heard of it.
The Creek hadn't seen it either.
She doesn't play. She plays like a really interesting character who you're not quite sure about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she does have a penchant for playing weird and wonderful characters.
Yeah, that's what we love. We want more like weird Rosa roles. Yeah. I'm hoping that even in the MCU one, they'll give her the kind of role where she can like go properly like wild and like crazy.
Well, she's playing Diamondback, which I expect she is. That's going to be weird and crazy. Because she is going to be a villain in that one. So
yeah, exactly. That it's better than her being like a generic hero, you know. Hopefully, she does something like crazy evil stuff, and it'll be like, yes, get them, Rosa, kill all those superheroes.
Yeah, I'll be watching that movie, and I'll be a bad guy with her, and I'll say, get him, 100%.
I'll be like, yes, come on, Diamondback, destroy. Thanos had it wrong. Destroy 100% of that universe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention Finn says, and I know he meant this positively, but you know, we are big, but we're rather scattered. That's right, Finn. We are.
Yeah, most of the Alita army just like they can't stick. It's been 5 years. It's amazing that they've got any of like hardcore people on Twitter left.
Well, we are scattered because we're international. We're all over the place. And as Jack says, hey, we're known in India. So yeah, we are big. We
Worldwide.
Yes, we are
Alita Army
worldwide.
worldwide, baby.
And we are here to stay, Jack. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Sorry, Bob. You can't get rid of us.
No, we will be a thorn in your side until you give us that sequel.
I will make sure it's like a defining part of his legacy, like destroying this incredible work of art. And the franchise is going to make Disney loads of money.
It's not destroyed yet. Let's stay after him, and they'll
obviously. I meant if he doesn't green light it. So Bob,
if he doesn't, yeah, that's right. I'll agree with you on that one. So,
it's 100% on him. He was the leader of Disney when Alita was going through all the shit in 2019 from the merger. It's like. And he obviously owes Cameron and Rosa and everyone the sequels. They've been working so hard to get it. And it could definitely make loads of money. So there's no excuse if he doesn't do it. It's all like his like weird ego. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's weird ego. There's probably some business / political who knows what.
Way more the business side. You can't use that as an excuse. James Cameron you'd obviously want as a business person someone like James Cameron running a franchise like Alita, and when the first movie itself didn't make as much as it could because of you, like it just like makes my blood boil that he could get away with killing Alita after all this time.
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? If we don't get that sequel, God damn it, maybe we ought to do our own sequel. Maybe we ought to put.
We'll have to do it with AI, and if that's what it comes to.
Yeah.
We'll have a contest, an AI sequel contest. Who can make the best Alita sequel with AI in 10 years' time?
That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Yeah, I got to get my Rosa geek on and start watching more of her stuff. I've seen a couple of things. She was in Divergent too. Now she didn't have a very big role in that one, not Divergent, Insurgent, I think it is. As one of those with a GENT on the end of it.
Yeah, bigger role in Maze Runner.
Well, she played Brenda in that. She was a soldier, So
that was a great character too.
Yeah, really memorable. With with the guy from Breaking Bad as like her father figure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Estevez, what's his name again?
Yeah, let's see what the hell is his name.
Name is
Bryan Cranston. Yeah.
No, not Bryan Cranston.
Oh.
The guy who owned the chicken shops in Breaking Bad.
Oh, now I only saw a couple of episodes of that. But,
oh my God, Creaky.
Oh, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes, him.
Sure.
Yeah, he was great as Rosa's father figure.
He was Gus in Breaking Bad.
He was what? Gus. Yeah,
Gustavo.
That's his name.
Gustavo.
Yeah.
What's the name of the character of
such a great show?
Giancarlo Esposito. He is a great actor.
Yeah, and so Rose had a really memorable role in that with him.
Sure, it's very special that the couples of Rosa in some films are older men that they capture a very strong chemical aspect with that characters.
Yeah,
and
great
very interesting relations in that couple is great.
Yeah,
like Anita, for instance.
Yeah, she's really good at that. She's good at everything, but especially that.
Well, Angelus agreed with me on this. You can't deny the uwu, can you? You definitely can't deny that.
She's got such uwu cheeks.
Yes.
And I love her little overbite. That's the cutest thing ever as well. Gives Alita a really cute profile.
I don't know of any part of her that I could see there on the screen, of course. It doesn't have uwu. I'm serious.
Love the long hair. Really beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep. Pretty eyes.
I wonder what she'll look like at the next event.
Well, if she's going to be Alita, she's going to have those big eyes again. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we kind of beat this one up pretty good, I think. kind of strayed off track because all of us are mad at Disney for not greenlighting the sequel already.
It's all for Rosa.
Yeah.
So it's definitely connected. It's not off topic.
Yeah, that's right. I agree.
Like, it's really disrespectful to Rosa to not give her the sequel she deserves.
Yes. Well, she is in the Academy of Arts and Sciences now, so maybe that'll give her a little bit of pull. Yeah, that'll give her a little bit there. And then, of course, with James Cameron also, and, you know, John Landau and Robert Rodriguez, maybe the four of them will have enough pull to say, okay, look, you've been wasting your money on these reboots and these whatever it is you're doing, and it's not working. So give us our shot, you know.
All they've made is trash, and they've left Alita by the wayside. It's a total like cultural crime that they'll be. I'll make sure they're in The Hague or whatever criminal court we can put them in.
Yeah, I don't know about the criminal thing. But it certainly is a travesty, that's for sure. And as Jack Jarombo says, ooh, woo, absolutely. Yeah, so Angelus, we got another person out there that agrees with us. So anything else, guys?
No, I'm glad I could make this stream because I can't make tomorrow's, sadly. So got it all out of my system. Make sure you relay all my points in the next stream tomorrow. Thank you.
We will definitely. Yeah.
I resent. That's a ridiculous thing to say. I've made loads of great points today. Beyond that,
yes, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, tomorrow's stream is going to be similar to this. You know, it's going to be more of, I guess, Angelus and I are on the Rosa Salazar Appreciation Committee. Maxie put us on that committee last week. So last stream. So there you have it. But you know what we're going to do? Now, we'll talk about this in a little bit, but we're going to ask if anybody else wants to join the committee. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll put a link in the chat and get them on. So we'll expand the size of our committee. So, but that's going to be a lot of fun because on that one, we're going to show some photos, you know, of Rosa, you know, and I got some videos I'm going to show that are non-copyright, so we don't have to worry about getting yeeted. So like I was almost yeeted here not too long ago. So for doing copyright on a stream. So anyway, anything else, guys?
Just Rosa will always be Alita in my heart, whatever happens.
Absolutely. Yes, sure.
Me too. Yep.
For all of us.
Yeah, she sure will. Man, I go back to that first bullet. She is a superb actress, whatever Maxie actress. I like actress better because it just sounds better to me, but maybe that's just me. But whatever it is, she is great at it. And we want her back in that movie. So anyway, in those sequels. So, and I would bet you dollars to donuts, or in Vladi's case, pounds to donuts, that Rosa will be prepared for that one, and she will knock it out of the park, just like she did on Alita Battle Angel. So,
oh yeah,
all right. Anything else
she can in the situation that the MCU is in with all their weird writers and stuff?
Oh, I think she's going to do a great job. She, you know, is Diamondback. She'll do great. And yeah, we'll all be bad guys on that one. We'll all be, you know,
we'll all be Team Diamondback.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we will. So
destroy the MCU. It's been around long enough. Diamondback, get them.
Yeah, it's time for evolution to take over.
Exactly, Alita. Yeah. So the end of the end credit sequence should be Rosa destroying that universe, and then be like, Alita Battle Angel 2 in theaters, December 2026.
Yes. Oh, I want it before then, but you may be right, Vladi, because it's going to. Well, it'd probably take them.
Giving up hope on 2025 because of these reshoots now.
Yeah.
MCU strikes again. Thanks a lot, Feige and Bob Iger.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right. Well, anything else? I know I've said anything else about 4 times, but that's okay because we can never spend enough time on our Queen Rosa.
No, we love you, Rosa.
Yes, we do.
We love you so much.
Yes, we do. The reign of Alita. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Now
Our
that's
queen
an
will
idea.
Our queen will reign supreme.
Yes, she will. Maybe I know what I might do. I might get a tattoo of Rosa on one arm and Alita on the other arm, you know, so when I flex my guns, you know, I'll have those 2 ladies there.
Oh, that'd be amazing. You should definitely do that. Really want to see that.
Yes. And then do a whole stream on it.
Yeah, just showing off the guns with the with the Battle Angel on.
Yeah, we'll call it the gun show. Anyway.
Exactly, the Gun M show.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, I guess
Well, it is Gun Dreams.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so anyway, I guess did we miss anything, you guys? I don't think we did because we for Disney as much as we have. Plasma bullets, yes. I don't know. I don't think my guns will shoot plasma bullets there, Finn. But you know, hey, I have never really tried it, so we shall see. So Alejandro, did we miss anything?
I think it's complete. I think it's the main aspects of Rosa have been taken. I think it was a great live stream. Thank you very much. Very good concept.
Well, it's good to have you back too, Alejandro. We've missed you, man.
Oh, thank you so much. For me, it's a pity don't have the opportunity to share with you some concepts and ideas about Alita and many other things that you know, the work is the first and the money is absolutely necessary. But anyway, in any opportunity I have to take some time, I'll be with you.
We sure would love to have you back too.
That same, like really insightful thoughts, and I just really appreciate you coming on.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Vladi, did we miss anything?
I don't know. I think I've covered basically everything about Rosa. What else have we not covered?
I can't think of anything. But
you liked one of my posts back in the day.
Well, you've done so many posts that I like. I can't recall which one you're talking about.
It was one of the old. This was pre HTA, pre Hot Toys Alita. It's pre. It's after and before Hot Toys Alita. That's like my whole arc.
I bet
this was before. It was the Prime 1 statue lit up beautifully in the setting sunshine, and she loved it. Like she was doing her pose with the sword sticking forward.
Oh shit! I love my Prime 1 statue, man. It's great.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yep. Angelus, did we miss anything?
No.
Well, as you can see in that center panel right there, Alita loves her Uncle Creek. And if you don't like that, if that's a problem for you, just take a look at that plasma weapon she has. You better like her Uncle Creek, or else she will fix you up real good with that plasma weapon. So anyway. Oh, yeah, Vladi. Finn says, well, now Vladi's been doing some of that, Finn. He's been doing a lot of it on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen that, but yeah, he's been doing some Hot Toys Alita and then kind of.
You got to get on Instagram, mate. That's where I post most of the stuff.
Yeah, well, you take those Hot Toys Alita and don't you run them through an AI filter or something?
Well, I'd give her, because it's like a doll, I think because it's a doll, but it's like a doll face. Yeah. It's not that, I feel like it needs a bit more life given to it. So I basically use a face app to give her makeup and give her blush. And I think she looks much better with it. And she's just a beautiful thing to photograph. And I love making her look really good. Well, I think she looks good anyway, but that's the main thing.
All righty. Well, there we have that. So I guess there's our queen right there. And Jack, as I said, she's #1 in the Creeks book. That's for damn her in terms of being an actress, man. I mean, we've already said this about 20 times on the stream here, but yeah, she is #1 in the Creek's book, and great actress, just dedicated, professional. You name it, that's her. You know, I don't know how many more superlatives I can say about it.
The director of A Million Miles Away, she said she gave like an incredible. She was basically saying all that. She was like the most resourceful actress she's ever known and stuff like that. She's just, everyone who comes in contact with Rosa just like falls in love with her.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Well, I know when the first time I saw Alita Battle Angel, I fell in love with her. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know about the first time because I didn't really know who she was. It was after when I saw it for the first time, and then I checked out the behind the scenes stuff, and I saw it a second time, and I saw like all her micro expressions and all the like beautiful emotions, and I like read her story, and I saw like the struggle the movie was having. To me, it just made it like such a, it elevated it as like a piece of art.
Yeah.
And it's all because of her. Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you very much, Rosa. You bet.
Sure.
Well, and as I, oh, go ahead, Alejandro.
Oh, no. She is, in fact, it's unforgettable for all of us in our hearts.
Indeed.
Yes. Yep. I also want to give out shout outs to El Lamont and Jesse Fisher because they brought Screwhead to life, and we definitely want Screwhead back in the sequel as well. We want to see her and Screwhead and Alita team up, you know, to take on Joshigan and the Motorball arc. That would be really great.
Or a completely different character, but with the same actress, because she's a cyborg. So
well, that's exactly right. She, you know, I wouldn't have a problem with Elle coming back as another character, but I really like Screwhead. But yeah, I agree. You know, yeah, maybe
one with more, I don't know, hair.
Well, one that's got a speaking part, for crying out loud. That's for sure. You know,
but she does get some memorable looks in the film. I like it.
Yes. Oh, yeah, she does. And of course, as the Creek says every week, and you guys know I say this every week, these three ladies are great at what they do, but it sure don't hurt that they're pretty. That's for sure. And all three of them are really pretty. So anyway, that's that. And I guess, well, Angelus, you want to talk about this, or you know, I'm getting hoarse, I think.
Oh shit, I still gotta do show notes for it. My bad. That's all I've got to say. Whoops.
You got 24 hours. Well, less than that.
Yeah, less.
Well, I think what we're going to do here is Angelus and I are going to certainly talk about why we appreciate Rosa, you know, because she is deserving of our appreciation for sure. You know, doing such a great job on Alita, you know. But, you know, we're both going to show photos. I'm going to show some videos, and we're going to have a great time doing this. It's going to be, it's a stream I'm kind of looking forward to, you know. I mean, Maxie kind of caught Angelus and I off guard last Saturday by appointing us to this committee. But I guess he figured we were natural fits. Don't you think there, Angelus? So anyway, join us tomorrow on Radio Chaos, and you know, we will, you know, express our appreciation for our Queen Rosa. And just to say, to bring this, I guess, start bringing it to a close here to a degree, I guess, why is this image here? Well, that image is there because I like it, and I'm running the stream. And to paraphrase Gruwishka, I'm only here for our girl. And of course, all of us in the Alita Army we're all here only for our girl, but we're also here for the Alita Army. And we are 178,000 strong. So don't ignore us because
Alita Army for life.
And we are here to stay. That's for sure. Okay. Any last thoughts, Alejandro?
Only eternal love for Rosa and Alita.
Yes. Vladi?
Eternal love to Rosa and Alita.
Yes, indeed. Angelus.
Uwu.
I knew that was coming.
Supposed to say the same thing again.
Well, for the Creek's going to say eternal love for Rosa and Alita and Uwu. That's what I'm going to say. Of course, I got to be careful with Alita because she's my niece. So I can't get into that. Can't get too creepy on this thing, you know.
No,
So
you always
anyway.
bring that up at such random times.
Yes, I do. And I'm a random person there, Vladi.
Yeah.
So so okay, so we'll do the call to action. That's the last thing to do, and that'd be on my count of 3, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Film those pickles, baby.
All right, so we'll join. Please join us next week on the Alita live stream and tomorrow on Radio Chaos. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
What's up, Alita Army?
All right,
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita live stream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.